Welcome to the second edition of the X-Ray Forensics Quick Start Guide in video form. This one is specifically about creating cases, adding images to that case, and generally speaking, interacting with them. As you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, the case data window has its own file menu. Click on that to create a new case. Specify a name of your choosing, and of course the path where you would like the corresponding case file to be created. Feel free to add a description if you like, and details about yourself. This box gets automatically populated once you've had your first case with details created. The next case will simply get the previous values as its defaults. Select OK, and with your case now open, go back to the File menu in the Case Data window to add an image. I could obviously select any image I wanted and add it to my case. I'll actually select several in one go. As you can see, the images I've just added to my case are of different types. This one here is an image of a physical medium with partitions listed underneath. This one is an image of a partition outright, so the partition icon actually shows up on the top level. And this one, as the name suggests, is an image of a CD, or more specifically, a multi-session CD, which means I can access any one of the sessions I want by simply picking the corresponding root directory. If you want to see the properties of a specific image, just right-click it, and calling up the Properties dialog, you can see the details that X-Ray Forensics has identified regarding the image, including, of course, an MD5 hash value that happens to have been stored inside the E01. You could choose to verify that if you wish. You could also add comments, for example, regarding the original drive the image was taken from, or anything else you feel would be useful. With regards to interaction, well, as you can see, it's a directory browser with a directory tree. Interaction is therefore quite intuitive. It works exactly the way you'd expect it from any such setup. Well, it's not exactly an ordinary directory browser. For a start, it shows you the files making up the file system, and it also shows you previously existing files and directories if available. But in general, interaction is very much like other directory browsers, including, of course, if you left-click a folder over here in the directory tree, you will obviously see what's inside it in the directory browser. More interesting, though, perhaps, if you right-click a folder in the directory tree, it offers you the choice to explore recursively. If the optional context menu here is not actually enabled, it automatically explores recursively if you right-click a folder. Explore recursively, as you can see, means I now see a listing of all the files, not just in the folder chosen, but any of its subdirectories as well. Something else that is worth pointing out with regards to interacting with files and directories in X-Ray Forensics, you will discover many options and functions that refer to either selected or tagged items. These are two very different things. Selection is this. Tagging, on the other hand, is filling in this box, as you can also see from the description column. And that, of course, results in two very different groups of files.